Behind me is one of the world's most renowned sports cars of its time. It's German, it has 414 horsepower, and it has a naturally aspirated V8, which is 4.0 liters. So, this is the E92 M3. It's a 2011 model. It has 42,000 miles on it, this specific one. It's finished in black on outside, beige on inside, and naturally aspirated V8 with 295 pound-feet of torque. This is a functional air vent. It's not only for style, and you got a lot of like aerodynamic hints to this car. This is the convertible model, so there also is a sedan model for this, but this is the one that was over here at McGrath Lexus of Westmont, and it's finished in this very nice beige color inside. Looks very, very good. The interior, I personally think it looks great. Obviously, soft touch materials are almost everywhere. Got a little bit of plastic, but the majority is all leather. So this is the dual clutch transmission. It's a 7-speed DCT transmission. The only other choice in this car is a manual transmission. Obviously, got the iDrive in there, handbrake. And now let's go to the back of the car. So this is the convertible. Obviously, it's got the different roofline from the coupe, and quad exhaust outlets in the back. You got the M3 badge, BMW. This is the first German car we've reviewed on the channel, and my personal favorite company. One of them is BMW. Next to it is Lexus for me, and so this is actually a really important review for the channel and for me personally. It has 18-inch wheels. It has Michelin's on it, so they are Pilot Sports, not Pilot Super Sports, but for the time these were very good tires. You could definitely take it on the track and have a lot of fun with it. It's got this big hump over here to fit that, to accommodate for that V8 inside the M3. And it's got a little bit of like wide body hints here and there. Like the front fender is very bulged out, and so is the rear one, which is absolutely awesome. You got the fuel cap right here. Very nice short trunk. It looks very sporty, and overall the design and aesthetics they've been very loved for this specific car. I think it looks decent. I think it looks very good, but it could definitely be better, which is obviously the new M3. And this car is the reason why the new M3 is not the most loved M3, obviously, because this was the only V8 M3 ever. Before that, all of them are inline sixes, so this is definitely very unique. The convertible opens, and this is the first time I've ever, really been in a convertible car, except for maybe at the auto show. And I used to think, it's like convertible cars adds weight and everything, but I really enjoy like having this open. It feels really nice. I'm normally not a fan of even rolling down the windows. I like keeping everything closed and driving, but this is really fun. Let's have a look at how this car looks on the outside with the rooftop. Please let me know in the comment section what you think of this car without the top down. I'm usually not a fan of convertibles, but this one actually looks really good. It has a very proportionate design. So this car is about $35,000 at McGrath right now. It's a very nice model. I mean, 42,000 miles, that's not that bad. Obviously, Germans aren't known for their reliability, which is one problem a lot of people have with the Germans. But certainly this car is such a good deal. Like, I'm always looking for like a good first car for myself, and this, I mean, it's a little out there when you buy it new, especially for the new model, but this having a 4.0 liter V8, 414 horsepower, you're never going to use that on the street anyways. So this is only $33,000. I mean, that's cheaper than a fully loaded Camry, and that's what we tested. That was $5,000 more than this V8 monster. So yeah, that's pretty upsetting. But anyways, it's a very good car nonetheless, and I love this package altogether. This interior, exterior looks great. And obviously that bulging hood because of the V8 looks great. Another thing I wanted to talk about is that, this is what I love BMW for. Mostly everything is just soft touch. This is a little carbon fiber accent, but even this bottom part, even this one, this opening thingy for your files and everything, this is very nice. Over here, look at this, dude. Stitched all over here. I really like this. On the top, it's soft touch. The steering wheel is obviously leather, and then leather seats. The only things that I don't really like is that little bit of plastic over here, but or else, you know, padded armrest, leather, soft touch, like faux leather over there. You know, it's a very exquisite interior for sure. Now let's take a look at how fast the convertible retracts back to the top. So this is my first time opening a convertible's trunk, and obviously there is lack of size, but you can definitely fit some stuff. Okay, here's the thing. This is like such a combination of two things that lack practicality. First of all, it's a coupe. Second of all, it's a convertible. Obviously, you got to get all the machinery in, or else, you know, how is your top gonna go up and down? But anyways, nonetheless, you can get a lot of good space in here if you put up the little safety cover that it has over here. Take a look at the hood and check out that big 4-liter naturally aspirated V8. Here it is. It says M3, and it's a rare thing when a car like this, a sports car, gets a V8, because, you know, it's always about weight reduction. But obviously now it's the inline 6 for the new M3, but this is still such a joy just to have a V8 in the house, you know, so might as well just buy this. It's so much more cheaper now, and it's just protected. So there are 2 back seats, and it is a 2+2, but obviously with that convertible, you know, the slanted roof, and it is a coupe, so it's not going to be the easiest for me to get in at all. But yeah, plus I am 6 feet, so I'm going to try. Oh, here's the button thingy. Alright. I mean, there are a lot of things for the back seat. And there's, you know, the little compartment over there and the climate controls. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. Alright, so I don't know how much space the driver has. Hold on, let me move it a little back. But I mean, someone really short can sit there, but it's probably preferable that the tall person sits up front and the short person sits in the back, or else there are a lot of cool things. I have a little coin holder. I also have, I don't know what this is. This is some sort of cup holder. It's not really fully extending right now, but yeah, that's what that is. And then over here you have another little compartment. So 2 compartments, you know. You got the little file areas at the back of the seat. These seats aren't really shaped for people to sit in the back, but I got 2 speakers, got a little armrest, you know, some climate controls here and there. It's pretty cool, and you could change it from cold to warm over here, which is something really unique. I mean, I did not know that they would do this. You know, you go up for cold and then down for warm, and that's really cool. And then obviously your speed is something you can change. So I mean, I'm pretty not comfortable at all back here, but it's totally fine. Now let's take it out for a drive. Alright, so now getting out of it, I mean, the roof is really low, so it's kind of hard, but yeah, that wasn't fun at all. But you know, it's whatever. Nobody's really gonna use it unless you have kids, obviously, or someone little. Anyways, they could probably fit back there, but it's not preferable in a car like this. It's mainly just a 2-seater, so just disregard those 2 seats in the back. So this performance vehicle is, it has a lot less horsepower than the GSF that we tested, but obviously that's a way more, that's a newer car by a lot. Like, this is a 6-year-old car, and for that time, the acceleration, about 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, is great. The quarter mile is in 12.6 seconds at 113 miles per hour, as tested by Motor Trend. So, yeah, and here's the navigation system also in the middle. You got the iDrive to switch around in things. There's barely any body roll at all. Like, it's very planted, but obviously the ride is bumpy. I don't know, maybe it's because of the convertible, but it feels kind of like after a couple bumps, like some big bumps, it doesn't get settled again immediately. It's just what it feels like a little. So now we have it in manual mode, and this is a dual clutch, so it should. Yeah, I mean that wasn't exactly as fast as a dual clutch should be, but it was decent. The downshifts are very quick, and it does blip the downshift, which is really nice. It's fairly quiet in here also. Here's the interesting thing. It's not very loud. We have it in 5th gear anyway, so obviously it's a little quieter. Wow, I mean, it's very quiet, but it's really fast. Like, it feels like you're getting pushed a lot. And obviously it doesn't have a lot of low-end torque, 295 pound-feet of torque. That's not a lot, but that horsepower is what actually comes in at highway speeds. Yeah, there's basically no body roll. Wow, the shifting sounds very good.
Yeah, the shift seamlessly, like, very smooth, and more like a direct shift kind of, because it's a dual clutch. So torque is there every time you switch the gear. If you downshift, it really, I mean, it's true sports car, beautiful. Let's see how it goes on the corner. Very nice, zero body roll, beautiful suspension.
Oof. That was like up to 6,000 RPM, and this car revs up to around 8,000 RPM, 8,300. So, because it is a naturally aspirated. We're not even close to the red line of this car, and it sounds great.
Very nice. It's fun to drive car. Beautiful. Very it's a driver-oriented car. I mean, like, it's fun to drive. Beautiful response. Engine, transmission, steering feel amazing. Beautiful.
This variant of the M3 is probably now my favorite M3 because of that V8. Obviously, it just pushes a lot, like at around 6,000 RPM, when you really wind the engine out, as it is a naturally aspirated engine. It's very good. I also got 2 cup holders, one over here and then one over here. has that kind of race car type feel because when you hit the accelerator, it like before that, it kind of doesn't really move all that much, which is something, you know, it's just very race oriented. It feels like a manual transmission because it goes literally nowhere. When you let off the brake and don't hit the gas, there's no slight movement at all. Has a very hard gas pedal also. So overall, I'm very impressed with the BMW M3. We all are together, and this is such an awesome sports car. It's about $33,000 right now, 42,000 miles, and it is a dual clutch transmission, 4-liter naturally aspirated V8. So much power. Obviously, you get that beautiful convertible also. It was so fun driving here and there. We didn't even get close to red line. I mean, we kind of did, around like 6,000. But it was just so punchy. You're not gonna use this much horsepower on the street, but we had the most fun we possibly can on the street. So it was very, very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and thank you so much to McGrath Lexus of Westmont, and specifically Art Cool for providing the vehicle. You can buy this one. It is a used car, 42,000 miles on it. And make sure to like and subscribe for more videos every week. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. So behind me is one of the most popular M3 models of all time. It's the E92 black M3. Behind me is one of the most world's renowned sports cars of its time. It's German. It has 14 horse. Let's open the hood.